Before I start, I want to introduce people that have not been introduced, maybe. So, has everybody met Connor and Jamad? If not, everybody say hello.
Welcome.
All right. So these guys are starting their journey to become technicians, and it's been going well, I think, so far. I don't know if everybody's met Kurt. I know he's been here a while, but if everybody hasn't met Kurt, say hello to Kurt.
Hi.
Anybody haven't met Kurt? You met everybody, for the most part. And then, and Angel.
Hi,
So, Angel is here, obviously, because I started a media journey here for this company, and that's one of the things I wanted to talk about. So this is kind of the future of the way the company is going to go, as far as sales and bringing different things to the table here. It's all going to be done through the media channel that I'm building on YouTube, through the Rich Malachy brand kind of thing. It's just something necessary, I think, for us to differentiate ourselves, aside from all the other things that we want to do internally, as far as additional warranties and different things like that. This is going to be differentiating us from the entire pack. Nobody's doing it. I know some of you guys don't like to be on camera, so Angel is going to try and make you guys more comfortable as we go along. Anybody really just hate not being on camera? I mean, hate being on camera? Really hate it? Well, I know you. Listen. How do you think I feel? It's got to do it. So I just wanted to get a kind of understanding, because I'm going to be out on the road with you guys, going through the commercial kitchens. We want to showcase what you guys are doing. We want to show the ins and outs of what's happening in these kitchens, because I really want to attract the next generation. I want these guys to see guys like this that are out there that may or may not know this even exists, and we're going to start putting ads out on Facebook and running things. And if you didn't know, I'm actually co-chair of the Industry Trends Committee at CFESA, and one of the things they want to do is begin to promote the industry. So through stuff like this, I'm going to be having footage and different things that I'm going to be able to bring back to the association and edit and stuff like that. So kind of a different avenue to take, but it's nobody else in the industry is doing it. So I wanted to talk about kind of what my role has been here, because I know obviously I'm not running services anymore. I'm not running in the parts department no more. I'm kind of my role is business development. It's sales. It's manufacturer relations. It's vendor. As far as vendor, I say vendor, I mean manufacturer reps and dealers, customers. It's all that's kind of my wheelhouse now. So, it's everything is email, text, visiting, flying here, going here, and it's just kind of we talk about it. It's like it's kind of 50% what you guys are doing and 50% what I'm doing. How this company has kind of got to where it's got over the last couple of years, and you guys see how busy we are. It's been. I mean, we have accounts here that we've never really had before. Especially the guys that have been here a really long time. Qdoba's, Chipotle's coming on strong. All the Applebee's. We've been doing the quick checks, obviously, but what's some other key accounts? More school districts coming. We just got an email for Randolph Board of Ed the other day. I had done a presentation at M. Tucker earlier in the year, and got in front of 40-something salespeople up there about installations and service. And little by little, those guys have been sending school districts our way and emailing us and bringing us. We just did all the job. The job you just did. We never did that school district before. Where was that? Cranford? Or where was that? Roselle. Roxbury. These are all opportunities that have been happening from the business development side, and it's bringing better accounts here. That's what we want. We want top quality, high volume accounts, and so that leads into like the commitment from you guys. Not that you guys are not working hard, because there's tons of commitment in this room, but I just wanted to talk about the direction of this company and the world that we kind of live in today. We all live in the world of now. It's a struggle every day on the phones with these customers. You're face to face with them, but there's a struggle every day on these phones with misperception and not understanding all the stuff that's going on behind the scenes in a service company, which is big reason I want to do this, this whole media journey, to show the people the ins and outs of what's happening. But but from you guys, coming in early and late lately, it's been a lot. I do thank you all for coming in and doing that every day. Believe me, because there's a vision here to be the best. We want to be the best. We want to have high standards. We want to carry ourselves like no other company does. I don't want to be cookie cutter. I don't want to be, oh, that's the way it always was. That's the way we do it. I don't want any of that here. I don't want that mentality here. I want us to have higher standards. So, and that's going to come as we go along. Inventory. So I'll talk about some of the changes structurally we're going to do. I want everybody to know what's going on. So all the dispatch service and everything is going to just come back to the north, whatever, to the main headquarters. And me and Janine are going to kind of do what we set out to do, which is grow this company, make it stronger professionally, and, kind of put us on a path with goals and structure so we could all kind of just start checking these things off one at a time. Inventory is a big thing here. I know you guys probably feel it when you're on the road, your parts inventories. I don't know how you guys feel about. I would actually like to know what you feel about your first time fixes. What's your feel on that? Are we getting them? Do we feel like we're getting them? Are we ordering a lot? We're ordering a lot.
But I feel like it's like, I don't know if you guys agree, but it's like more new parts.
Well,
Like,
it's stuff we never stopped at.
yeah, we never ordered.
Yeah, the numbers aren't even in the, numbers aren't even
See,
Yeah.
so things are changing. So
Yeah.
maybe what has to happen is we need to all sit down, not all, but maybe get a few of us sit down, look at the inventory, and redo the whole restructure the whole thing. Because the number one thing everywhere I go, I just got back from Rationale. Everyone wants first visit fixes. I know how near impossible it is for every time. Some companies are looking for 90%. I mean, if we can maintain 75-80%, that'll be great. And Applebee's, the Qdoba's, if we could put all those parts on the vans for the key accounts, those are the ones we want to make sure that we're getting up and running every single time, or as close to it. Like we do with quick checks. I mean, we know what we need. And at this point, I think we know what we need for some of these accounts. So we're going to be restructuring inventory. And once we get the warehouse in order at the end of November, we'll start doing the vans one by one. This way, and it'll all be barcoded. This way we can kind of just pull stuff up on tablets, and that's got to be, of course, we got to set that up proper. So we're going to do that, and we're going to make sure me and Gene now are going to tackle it together and make sure we get it done, because running a service board is a full-time job, and we're going to have everything centralized. We're going to centralize billing, centralize everything, because there's been some operational holes in that sense, and quite honestly, it's because we're busier than we've ever been. Okay, so I'll bringing that up. So I'll tell you this: talking with a lot of the dealers and having like my pulse on the industry, equipment sales across the board for reps, dealers, and manufacturers are all up. So that's a plus for us because there's more equipment being going out into the field, which is going to make more warranty calls. And on top of that, Pitco, Blodgett, Magic Kitchen, Marcel, Market Forge, all of those lines that we never had here before are about to come. So I've been working on that for a long time, and I think by the end of the year we're going to be factory authorized for those brands. Some guys have already gone out to training, Blodgett's. Once we go full blast, we'll probably go out to do the Pitcos to check those Pitco fryers out. I think we're up to Vermont for that and stuff like that. So that's going to bring more warranty. But the vision for the future is to be factory authorized and partnered with manufacturers more than ever, because what's going to happen this is me projecting in the next 5 to 10 years, this equipment is going to get more advanced, more technology. We just had Duke here. Everything's on Wi-Fi. Customers, owners want data. It's all about data. So what's going to happen is the trunk slammers of the past are not going to be able to get into this stuff. You're going to have to be factory authorized. You're going to have a tech code. You're going to have a company code. Kitchens of the future, smart kitchens, these are all coming. And if we're not locked in as partners with these guys, we're going to be locked out. And that's my way of thinking. So I want to be partnered with every one of them, do the right thing for them every day, and keep everybody that's not authorized out. Because at the end of the day, the manufacturers don't want anybody touching their stuff but ASAs. So that's going to be there'll be more of that coming down the line. And I've mentioned this many a times at different meetings. So I'm trying to build a brand, right? Right. So I'm trying to make this Malachy Cares, right? It's not easy. I've chosen the word care is, people could throw that in our face, shove it down our throats. So I want us to do our best every day to live by the word care as much as we can. Seeing people on arrival, seeing people throughout the call, seeing people on departure, keeping the customer abreast of what's going on. What we're doing in the office is, we've began to increase customer service from where we came in 2012, 2013, when I first really took over things here, to where we are now. Leaps and bounds. We still have a long way to go, but we're touching the customer, we're calling the customer, we're letting people know. I mean, you got Steph, you got Alexis, she's not here, but Dee, Danielle. I mean, everybody is making phone calls and updating people as much as we can. We're not perfect, but every day we do our best to get to everybody. And the same thing with you guys when you're on the road. We live in the world of reviews. We live in the world of, you say something a little bit backwards, it's forget you. See, I mean, I'm getting messages on LinkedIn from different people like reaching out to me about your customer service is blah, blah, and I address it. And there's a lot of times that we really didn't drop the ball or do anything really wrong, but it doesn't matter. And that's why we have to try to be ahead of everything. We have to be the ones to contact them first, especially when we're offering premium pricing and trying to build on the care, showing we're premium. We're a premium company. This is Cadillac service. You want Hyundai? You know where to go. This is not going to be a Hyundai service. This is going to be Cadillac, Mercedes. We're going to portray ourselves like that. So that's when we come down to care. And you guys probably, I don't know who's watching social and who's watching the YouTube and Instagram and Facebook, who's watching all that stuff, but it's getting a really good response online. We're not, obviously things are happening, we are doing well, but every single call we go on, I know it's not easy every day. We all have our days, but coming in with a smile, looking good, smelling good, feeling good, and all that stuff, that all means something. It all means something, especially today, in today's world that we live in. So we have to.
There's really good, I don't know if you guys are interested, but if you do look at some of the content on LinkedIn, I think you get pretty good feedback and conversation on LinkedIn and some of his videos. You guys may want to just look on there because I think you, as technicians, would have a lot to add to the conversations that are on LinkedIn and some of the talk that goes on and from from manufacturers. I mean, there's even technicians on there. I mean, I think it's a good. We're getting a lot.
It's
on
the way of the
LinkedIn.
world.
I mean, he's working on more engagement in other aspects, but I think LinkedIn gets a pretty professional
I mean, I'm getting
take on things.
5,000, 6,000, 7,000 views there.
Having you guys
It's
on
big.
there would add to the conversation, and you guys could really add some expertise that is not sitting on LinkedIn. It's more an office, and I think technicians should be more engaged there. Just
I mean, it can't hurt. This is the world we live in. We can't wish it was the other way. I mean, it's this is not going away. This is only going to get more and more and more. This is already like
guys,
an attachment to us.
Equipment is going.
Everything's going to go here. Everything.
It's going to tell you what's wrong with it.
Yeah. So.
It's your phone. Crazy.
And to continue on with the key accounts thing. So, as I'm bringing these key accounts in, like this stuff is not happening by luck and a prayer, and I'm praying that these things are happening. These are happening because of the work that I've been, you all right? Oh, this is happening from like the groundwork that I've laid and the time and efforts that I put in to build things with people. Qdoba came through relationships. Chipotle came through media. And different outlets that I've been talking, Applebee's, relationships. These are all relationships, and this is the work that I'm doing, and that's taken me down to NAFLM in February and Texas in February. RIFMA, I don't know if anybody knows what RIFMA is. No? Well, no? Anybody? Okay, so it's the Restaurant Facility Maintenance Association. I have a booth there. What that's going to do is put me in front of all of the regional directors and decision makers for every chain in the country. Every single chain. Every single major player is going to be there. So I'm going to go there with the sense that I'm coming back with Olive Garden, I'm coming back with Longhorns, I'm coming back with Chili's, I'm coming back with all these contacts. I'm like, are we gonna get them all? Probably not, but over time. And, you know, so to handle the key accounts, and obviously, we need more technicians. That is gonna be our Achilles heel, you know. So, but I can't stop my journey of trying to bring all this here, because this is how we grow. This is how everybody is going to be able to get more. We have to have the volume accounts, the key accounts that matter, and those are the things. So, it's, you know, I understand there's extras lately. There's the extra hours lately. There's extra. There's more stuff going on here than ever before. Everything you do is not unseen. It's not unappreciated. And, you know, we'll all be sitting down one-on-ones to talk about different things and figure some things out. But we have to handle these key accounts with care, extra. The top ones that I've talked about. If someone calls, if Suzette calls, if someone calls at 3 o'clock in the afternoon and needs us to go, we don't dictate that. The customer dictates what we do, right? So we have to now change everything we were about to do at 2 or 3 o'clock for her, because she's key. Applebee's, Randy calls. Something happens. We were going to go to XYZ Trattoria. Well, that's over, because now Applebee's is more important. And we have to continue to care for them, whether it's early morning, late night, weekend. And again, the more we can build, and listen, we've come a long way from 6 or 7 guys. So over time, if we continue to portray this, people are watching. And I'm very confident that there's going to be people knocking on the door that just want to be a part of this and want to work here. And I'm going to continue to make this better and give more back as much as I can as we go along. So I'll make that announcement right now, going forward. Since the day after Thanksgiving is always kind of dead, and we sit around twiddling our thumbs here in the office with no phones ringing, I am now making that a paid holiday as well. All right. So now you get to spend your 4-day weekend with your family. You don't get to go have, you know, coquito or whatever you guys drink. You know, wine and beer, whatever you want to drink and eat. You can wake up Friday morning and spend it with your family, instead of guys coming in. I used to sit at the service desk, and people would say to me, guys, why did we even come in? I did one call, like 2 calls, and it doesn't make sense. So I figure that's one more way that Malachy can give back to you guys for working hard all year. 4-day weekend for Thanksgiving. Clap it up for me. You know, I don't really have anything that's not positive to really say. The only thing I could say is, you know, these girls are dispatching, they're scheduling, they're working, and, you know, they're here early, they're here late, just like you guys are, and we're billing on overtime, we're answering customers' questions, and we're fielding different things on overtime. Attitude, guys. Respect for each other in everything that we're doing. Nothing happens without this whole collectively working together. So, you know, we have calls to go on sometimes. Sometimes you're driving here, sometimes you're driving. Let's just say no problem. No problem. Everything should be no problem to each other, because we all need each other, we all work together. And I understand not every day is ideal. I understand, you know, for me being in a service desk for the years that I was in, and I look at geography and logistics, and I say, I want to keep this guy here and here and here. It just doesn't always work that way. If we lived in a perfect world, it would. Sometimes you're gonna, you know, if you live in Bayonne, you might be driving out to West Bumble all the way at the top of the state, and then all the way back down that way. Just understand, there's reasons. There's reasons for everything that's happening here. We're not throwing darts at a board and hoping something sticks and saying, all right, do that. You know, Geraldine sat next to me for a long time and knows how I operate. Janine's been down there doing things now for long enough. Everybody kind of knows the mentality and what we need to do to be the best for our customers, because that's what this is all about. This is about taking care of the customer, and a little happiness, a little attitude goes a long way when we're talking to each other on the phone, because just like you guys are dealing with stuff, There's nasty people calling here all day long. That it sucks, and it sucks the energy out of you. You know, you guys are talking to 4 or 5 people a day, maybe, you know, face to face. Do that times 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I mean, 60, 70 people, all unhappy. Think about when people call here.
They're not happy.
If they're no one's happy when they call here. They know a bill's coming, one way or the other, because something's not working in their kitchen. We offer a service, a bill is coming. So, when these girls need something to get done, help these girls out. Let's just do it, and vice versa. This is a give and take thing. You guys need something. You need help with something. You need something done. And I always say, if you need some tools to get something done better, let me know. I want to make your job as easy as I can. I know me and Danny have to talk about, and Tommy, about the that tool, right? I don't know if you know about that too. So and Sean, the refrigeration guys, I want to get that, and I want to make that life easier for you guys. So before you guys go, let's talk about that. Just real quick to talk about the actual business side of what we're doing. On the business side and operational side, Tommy's talking about the size of his coffee. I don't know. So, yeah. So no. So for the business side, you know, running a business, obviously we have costs attached to everything, and you know. I like everybody to be informed of what's going on. I want to be as transparent as a company as we've ever been. You know, when my father was here, I don't feel we were as transparent as we could be or should be to let you guys know what's going on. This is your company. You work here. It should matter to you guys what's going on. So, just as a company, as gross numbers, you know, when I took this thing back here, and it was kind of on the decline when I came back, and we were at 2.8 million gross revenue as a company. This year we hopefully might be about 5.2, 5.3 as a company. All right, so we've been year over year experiencing more and more growth. That goes back to not just what I'm doing, so what you guys are doing. So I think we should clap it up. Clap it up. All right, I'm bringing the energy. So that's kind of, you know, again, from the business standpoint, as far as trying to be strategic in what we're doing, which is why this is so important. Because, you know, I'm not going to sit here and act like I'm not nervous what's happening in the industry, because things are changing, and I want to be ahead of the curve. I'm doing. Who else is doing media? Nobody. Who else is giving a 180-day warranty? Nobody. Who's surrounding themselves with people that probably care more than most of these other companies and other guys do? I mean, when you go away, people are blown away that we even know how to fix everything. Yeah. Right? You fix that, and that. People don't realize.
I just do toasters.
You know, there's not many companies that are as dynamic. Even though we're small, we're very dynamic in the things that we do and the things that we get done on a weekly basis with what we have. But then they won't be our customer. So understand, guys. I am not going to make anybody here, for lack of better terminology, a monkey. We're not monkeys in this room. We're technicians that diagnose and install the parts that we believe need to go in. Not walking into a job and saying, "Oh, it needs a gas valve here. Put that in for me. See you later." Or pay us $200 an hour to put it in. It's that simple. And that's what's been happening. The customers that respect and value what we do are the ones we're going to be with. Believe me, the national chains respect, because they want us to be there for them on a daily basis. This is about loyalty, respect, caring, and being there. So, on top of that, I've had conversations with because of my conversation. I don't care. She wants to start supplying gas hoses and gas valves. I said, okay, well, it's $180 an hour for us to come put it in. She said, see you later. I said, have a nice day. This company, understand, I have to do the right thing by this company and by you. By me installing parts and doing all that shit, that doesn't benefit you guys. We need to drive profits up, not down. If we can't sell the part, we don't want to be there. Or, again, pay me the $180, $200 an hour. Nobody's going to do that. Nobody's going to do it. So the conversation ends there. But, you know, I do like for you guys to understand the business side of it, and we're looking at things. Just so we look at times on jobs, right? Every job is different. Every service company across the country is looking at the same stuff that I look at when it comes to jobs and billable time and all the things that are happening on the street. You know, doing 1 call or 2 calls a day, when you have tough jobs. I get it. It happens. It's not going to be perfect every day in any way, shape, or form. But being as efficient as possible, getting to jobs, coming in on time and getting to jobs on time in a timely fashion, every minute that you're on the road counts. Every minute. Every minute that we're not on a job site doing what we need to be doing is taken away from the margins. Getting into where we got to get and doing what we got to do and getting out in a timely fashion, seeing the customer, saying hello, goodbye, here's what we need to do, on to the next one. As efficient as possible. These are all numbers. These are all margins that we're looking at, that I sit here at night until Kingdom Come, looking through work orders and invoices, and I'm looking at freight charges, and I'm looking at everything that cuts into what we're trying to do. Because ultimately, those are the hours and the minutes and the freights and the different things that need to come back here to you. The more we lose them, the harder it is for me to give them back to you. So we have to, and listen, what I'm saying is not easy. This is a tall task I'm asking. And it's not going to get better today or tomorrow. It's going to get better over time. So that's why I said coming in every day, planning out your vacations. I want you to take vacation. I want you to have time off. What really is critical and kind of debilitates us and puts us in a hard place, especially in 2018, with the key accounts and the things we have going on, is when consistent Mondays and consistent Fridays and consistent this, consistent, just calling out haphazardly all over the place. We're just not only disappointing 5 people. Those customers, we do our best to recirculate out to everybody else. So now other guys are picking up your loads. Then you call out another day, and then it continues to trickle. And the unassigned calls, I've told Fred, when have we ever had 120 unassigned calls? Never. 50 maybe. And you move them around. Every day, 18, 25, 30 calls coming in. Every day.
They were.
I mean, right now, we're starting to get things under control. But guess what? This is the lull before Thanksgiving. There's going to be a little lull right now. And then Thanksgiving, between November 1st and Thanksgiving Day, you guys know it's going to be slammed. If we're slammed the way it is now, with the key accounts we already have, and the things that are happening more and more, I just got an email from Roselle Board of Education, or Randolph. I mean, more of these things are coming every day. More school districts, more everything. So. I just and through the media, St. Joseph's in Patterson. Is that a big hospital? I think you guys have been there before.
It's a hospital.
The executive chef reached out to me on LinkedIn and said, "Rich, I really love what you guys are doing. Would you want to come in and sit down and talk about being our service company?" He mentioned. He said years ago you guys came in, but it was never consistent. This guy wants to bring us in. So like I'm saying, all these key accounts, all these things are coming, and. Monmouth Medical, Southern Campus.
We never met that.
Yeah, so the business side of it, outside of all that, looking at the numbers, and I know you guys are, wired. You want to get the call, understand what it is, get to the call, do your thing, and not that I need you to worry or it's your problem to worry about the numbers. I just want you guys to know what's behind the thinking of someone running a service company or a service department. Even though I want it to be all about people first, and I really do, and I'm going to make every single effort continually, year in and year out, to continue to bring more and make this company better for everybody. But there are numbers at hand, and they have to matter. And, so understanding that doing 2, 3, 4, 5, if we can get 4 calls a day done by everybody on a consistent basis, not every day, it's not going to happen. You're going to go on hard jobs. You're going to go on the pumps and motors and the, fry pot things and the different things. There's some things that are not going to be possible, but, when we're bouncing around from convection oven to toaster to fryer to this, if we can bang these things out and turn the billable hours up faster and get things, it's just like a restaurant. When you go into a restaurant, these servers know that they have team meetings before. They want to turn that table. They need to get you in and get you out because they need to get somebody else on that tabletop. And that's the same kind of thing that we need to do here as far as the business side of it. So understand that if there's, hey, are you almost done? Are you almost done? These girls know the stuff that we talk about here. They're doing what I know what they need to do to keep the ball rolling. So it's not like, hey, what the hell are you doing? It's like, hey guys, we got a schedule to trying to keep you guys on track. There's margins at risk. There's time at risk. There's billable hours at risk to make this company strong. So understand that there's commitment from both sides here, and it all plays together and works together. And then, anything anybody wants to, any Q&A here, or anything anybody wants to ask, questions about anything that's going on in the company, in the business, what's going to be the best overall outcome for the company. And that's kind of the way it is on the basis of daily work. Every move we make has nothing to do with what's going to be best for Sean today, or what's going to be best for Jamad and Kurt today. It's what's going to be best for the company today. That's the way it has to run to be successful. It can't be based on individual basis. It can't be based on personality or anything like that. It's all about the company. And these girls know, I'm in and I'm on about everything. So if you think, believe me, I'm involved and I'm in the know of everything, from invoices to numbers to days in and days out and just everything. So I am, just because you don't see me at 7 anymore doesn't mean I'm not putting in all the time and all the work to build this thing. It's not happening. Again, none of this stuff is happening by luck and a prayer. This is all happening by time, effort, and work. Same thing with you guys. There's a reason why people are willing to wait a week. 2 weeks. They're not just doing that because they like the name Malachy, or hey, Rich is a good guy. They're doing that because they know the caliber of technician that they're getting. I go across the country to Sefesta things. I always talk about technicians. I say I'll put my guys up against anyone in the country. Every time. And she's been there. I do it every time we talk about it. And I feel like we're the best. I feel like we're going to be the standard. We already the standard. People are watching and looking. It's happening. So, care, baby. That's what it all is. It's not easy. We got to portray the care every single friggin' day to everybody we meet, and that's how we'll end it. Christmas party, December 8th, in Bayonne at Villa Maria. I want everybody to be there, except for Dave D.
Can't make it that day, sorry.
Well,
Thermostat controller, and that's it.
is it so? So I have them.
For the whole thing.
The training.
Yeah, I got one sent to me too.
So I have that. They sent us some support stuff. I'm gonna have them coming here. It was the option was either send everybody out there individually, or if I can get a class of 10 or more, they'll come here. So I'm going to get a class of 10 or more. He said the training looks like it's booked up for the year. So early next year, we might have training for that. And if anybody here,
Start stocking parts for those girls.
I'm going to order them.
So I had
I'm
an
going to order them.
issue last week where they were like, they just didn't accept that I didn't have the parts. They had no work.
No, I know. That's why I got the list. Yeah. Albert and Juan.
That's probably what happened.
So I have parts coming in for that. Again, so anything else before we close this? December 8th. We're all in?
Yep.
We got awards, we got giveaways, we got cash prizes, we got digital tech prizes. Everyone's going to get their tickets at the door. We're going to be giving some stuff away. And karaoke.
Fucking loves that goddamn.
I love you guys, and let's go do it. All right. All right. All right. Feel good? What? Better.
I feel